Urgent! Just confirmed! The Dallas Cowboys have officially shaken the NFL world with one of the most jaw-dropping moves of the offseason. Yes, they have traded for superstar wide receiver Tyreek Hill. That's right, folks. The speedster from the Kansas City Chiefs is reportedly now a Cowboy. And this news is not only massive, but could completely redefine the trajectory of the team as they chase their elusive Super Bowl title. This trade has already sent shockwaves through the league, and especially when you consider the context behind it, the Cowboys might be facing uncertainty with their current top wideout, like CeeDee Lamb. And with whispers of injuries and contract holdups swirling around Lamb, Dallas clearly isn't willing to leave anything to chance. They wanted to secure a true game changer, a player who can instantly become the new face of the offense and elevate the entire passing game. Enter Tyreek Hill, arguably one of the fastest, most electrifying receivers in the NFL today. Now, before we break down the specifics of the trade, let's take a moment to reflect on CeeDee Lamb's situation. Lamb has been a phenomenal talent for Dallas since he entered the league. His route running, hands, and ability to make plays after the catch have been critical in the Cowboys' offensive scheme. However, the last season or so hasn't been smooth sailing. Injuries have kept Lamb off the field at crucial moments, and there have been rumors that contract negotiations have hit some snags, which could impact his availability and motivation moving forward. Whether Lamb is sidelined for a while or the Cowboys decide to part ways, the front office clearly wanted a high-impact replacement, like someone who could maintain, or better yet, elevate the explosive nature of Dallas's offense. And Tyreek Hill fits that description perfectly. The trade itself, now confirmed by several reliable sources close to the NFL, involves the Cowboys sending a package of draft picks and potentially a player to the Kansas City Chiefs. While the exact details are still emerging, it's understood that the Cowboys were willing to part with significant assets to acquire Hill, signaling just how serious they are about competing for a championship immediately. The Chiefs, on their side, appear ready to pivot toward a roster rebuild or realignment, especially after locking in Patrick Mahomes with a record-breaking contract. Managing the salary cap and roster balance is a tricky task, and this trade likely reflects their strategic move to keep the core intact while adjusting around Mahomes. For Dallas, adding Hill instantly injects a serious dose of firepower into their offense. Let's talk about what Tyreek Hill brings to the Cowboys on the field. The first thing that jumps out is his speed. Hill is famously nicknamed the Cheetah for a reason. His elite speed and acceleration allow him to blow past defenders and create big plays in the blink of an eye. His ability to stretch the field vertically forces opposing defenses to spread out and respect the deep ball threat, which naturally opens up the running game and underneath routes for the Cowboys. But Hill isn't just a deep threat. He's incredibly versatile. He can line up in the slot on the outside or even take handoffs on jet sweeps and end arounds, adding layers of complexity to the offense. This versatility is exactly what Dallas needs to keep defenses guessing. Moreover, Hill's championship experience cannot be overstated. Coming off a Super Bowl victory with the Chiefs, Hill brings that invaluable experience and winning mindset, something the Cowboys have been chasing for decades. His presence in the locker room and on the field could be the spark that helps Dallas push over the final hurdle. We've seen how players with that kind of experience elevate the entire team, and Hill has proven time and again he can be a game changer on the biggest stages. From a chemistry standpoint, while Hill and Dak Prescott have never played together, the matchup is tantalizing. Dak is a precision passer who thrives on timing and accuracy, and pairing him with a receiver who can make defenders miss and create separation so effortlessly could lead to some spectacular offensive fireworks. I imagine the kind of vertical threat that Hill provides combined with Lamb's reliable route running or Michael Gallup's solid hands. The Cowboys' offense suddenly looks like one of the most dynamic in the league, with multiple weapons capable of scoring from anywhere on the field. On the flip side, the trade raises questions about how the Cowboys will restructure their receiving corps. If Lamb returns healthy and stays with the team, the offense will feature an elite trio that few teams can match. But if Lamb's future is uncertain, then Hill becomes the undisputed WR1, taking on the full responsibility of being the top target for Prescott. Meanwhile, Michael Gallup and the other receivers will need to adjust their roles, possibly focusing more on third down situations or slot duties. The offensive coordinator, Mike McCarthy, will likely have to adapt the playbook to maximize Hill's unique skill set, which could include more deep shots, jet sweeps, and motion plays designed to exploit his speed. Salary cap implications will also play a significant role in how this trade shapes up long term. Tyreek Hill comes with a sizable contract, reflecting his status as one of the top receivers in the league. The Cowboys' front office will have to balance this with other key contracts, including those of Dak Prescott and the offensive line. It will be interesting to see how Dallas manages these finances while maintaining roster depth and competitiveness. The reaction from the fan base and analysts has been electric. Cowboys fans on social media are buzzing with excitement, calling this a franchise-altering move that finally positions Dallas as a true Super Bowl contender. Many analysts have praised the Cowboys for pulling off such a high-profile trade, especially with teams like the Chiefs, known for holding on to their star players. Of course, some critics argue that the Cowboys gave up too much draft capital and question whether Hill can seamlessly fit into the Cowboys system so quickly. There's also the challenge of how the team will manage the locker room dynamics, as bringing in a high-profile player always comes with adjustment periods. What remains clear is that this trade signals a shift in the Cowboys' approach. They're doubling down on winning now. After years of coming close but falling short in the playoffs, Dallas is making aggressive moves to build a championship caliber team. The addition of Tyreek Hill is a bold statement that this team is serious about competing at the highest level and is willing to take risks to get there. Looking ahead, the next steps for the Cowboys will be critical. Fans can expect an official press conference announcing the trade and introducing Hill as a Cowboy. Training camp will be under the microscope as the coaching staff works to integrate Hill into the offense and develop chemistry with Dak Prescott and the rest of the receiving group. How quickly Hill adapts to a new system, a new quarterback, and a new city will be key to determining the success of this trade. Additionally, contract talks and cap management will be on the front burner as Dallas looks to balance its roster and prepare for the season ahead. For those wondering about CeeDee Lamb's future, this move could mean a few things. It could be a sign that the Cowboys are hedging their bets in case Lamb can't return to full strength soon. Alternatively, it might indicate that the team is ready to move on from Lamb either via trade or contract negotiations, seeing Hill as the long-term solution at wide receiver. Whatever the case, this trade has definitely shifted the landscape in Dallas and the wider NFL. Overall, this blockbuster trade is more than just a player moving teams. It's a statement from the Dallas Cowboys franchise. They are betting big on Tyreek Hill to not only replace, but potentially outshine their previous star receivers. With Hill's speed, versatility, and championship pedigree, the Cowboys' offense could become one of the most feared in the NFL next season. For fans, it means thrilling games, explosive plays, and a renewed hope that the team's Super Bowl dreams might finally come true. For the league, it's a major shakeup that will have ripple effects as other teams respond to Dallas's bold new offensive arsenal. So buckle up, Cowboys Nation, because things are about to get really exciting. This offseason just took a huge turn, and with Tyreek Hill now in the fold, the path to the Lombardi Trophy might be closer than ever before. Make sure to stay tuned right here for all the latest updates, in-depth analysis, and insider info as this story develops. And as always, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Cowboys trading for Tyreek Hill? How will this affect the team's chances next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're hyped. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a beat on your favorite NFL team. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Go Cowboys!